All right, so we got the EGO power head and the EGO 9.5 inch cultivator attachment. We're gonna unbox these right now. Let's see what's in the box. All right, folks, cultivator, here we go. Let's see, try not to ruin it as we go here. We got this stuff here, and let me dissect these boxes quick. There it is. All right, cool. All right, so cultivator is there, and then the power attachment is here. I've dealt with other multi-tools in the past, gas-powered, Troy build types, so kind of familiar with how this all works. So kind of excited. Come on now, look, it just, boom, lifts right out. Like, no messing around. The plastic just, you know, yep, it's off. Cool, all right, let's grab the head here, throw a battery in it. And here is the head, and this is the 56 volt, and the only difference between this and the other one that I can tell is I got a carbon fiber shaft, and I believe the handle adjusts back and forth, which is nice. You know, I'm taller than my wife, so it's nice to have that adjustment. And I don't think there's any difference in the motor. Oh, and then you got this speed gauge here. So let's see. Let's get her all together and get her going. And action. So yep, just putting it together. This is very similar to the string trimmer that I have here from before. A lot of the same pieces. So let's get the little handle on here.
So are you tightening the stuff up?
Yeah, tightening it up. So when you need to adjust the handle, it's here for you. Boom, just like that. Okay.
And next, my dad gonna take. See that part, guys? Soon he gonna hook that part to this.
I need to get the clamping block on there.
Clamping block?
Clamping block. Clamping block. It goes right here.
If you're in like a different state, you can like
Yeah, there we go. There's a shoulder strap option right here. Here's the shoulder strap option. Okay. Comes with a multi-head here. And looks like this clamps right here. Boom. There you go. Right, go around. Boom. Good to go. Let's get the cultivator piece on. Cultivator. Hey, see you later.
Hey, I know that song. It's on my type of store.
So cultivator. You gotta put this guy on here. Looks like you just kind of slide on the guard here. We grab our guard, and looks like you take the included Allen wrench right here, and that gets it on there. So thank you so much to my daughter for helping. I don't see if there's so much of a depth adjuster. I think you just kind of do it, and that's all it is. Okay, so if you wanted to, the blades have tines, you know, face in or out, and then there's hitch pins and all that. Okay, to expand outward if need, and then you can narrow it up as you need to. Cool, but I think we'll go stock. All right, cool. Let's put a battery in and fire it up. Battery. So we're gonna pop it on here. It looks like the drive shaft goes right up in there. So pops. Give it a twist. Get up in the air.
It says.
There we go. So now it's all the way in. The first click was not it. So it probably was not grabbing. There we go. Now let's see. Up in the air. That's speed number 1, speed number 2. So we're not gonna do this area of the grass here. We're actually gonna walk over here into the garden and get her done.
Play.
Make sure you get me, okay? You got me?
And action!
Okay, here we go. downward pressure. There we go. Are you watching it? It's good. It like cuts on the as you pull towards, because it's like trying to get away from you. But once it gets past that initial crust, it really deep digs in, and that's when it really starts to sink down. Apparently, there's a ton of rocks in here, so it doesn't seem to get too crazy whenever it hits a rock. But that's good to know. Safety first, specs, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna finish this area, go down about 2 inches, and then report back when it's done. All right, before it gets started, let me share with you what I have learned. And this is just, my first impression video after just like a little bit of use here. So far, we've done just the surface of that there. I need to go down a little bit further. And that's, individual, variable for whatever you want to do. I understand my soil is not your soil. Some soils are harder, et cetera, et cetera. The battery here, it does get kind of warm, so keep your arm off of it. But it's not like it'll burn you. It's just not super comfortable. After doing it, let's see, we got half battery left. I was kind of wondering how that is. You get 1-2 speeds. Once the initial pass, you bust the crust, right? Get through the hard stuff. It's kind of easier just to get into that softer underbelly for all that soil. Kind of going down quite a ways, so we can actually plant and have less restriction for the growth in that. But so far so good. I will continue to use this and report back. But there is the first impression. Oh, and while I think about it, you're gonna get mud like all up in your boots, like if you don't have like long pants. But that's neither here nor there. So when you are doing the cultivation and you do come across like a hard spot, you can angle it, crossways or angled, 45 degrees or whatever to it, and that usually grabs kind of a lip of the hard dirt, and then look at that, and then cuts right through it. I noticed, and then whenever you just like let it linger on one spot, it really doesn't cut into the dirt. It's only on the pulling towards you that it really does that cutting. It's just something I noticed. My boots are falling apart. Anyways, that's a little thought there. Whew, look at that. All right, let's see what we got here. Wow. So obviously you can go as deep as you want, but there's all these like little piles here that you can like probably bring in a rake and make this as smooth as you want. Augment that with a little bit of manure or something else. This is what we got from the EGO Cultivator. Pretty sweet. This comes separate from that, and then you can get all sorts of other little tools there, but the focus today is on this cultivator. So good job, EGO. All right, time to go to do some more jobs before we run out of daylight. Have a good day.
You don't want to touch the bottom of the other piece, but not the piece my dad is touching. So you gotta not touch it. You can touch it a little bit, but not a lot. It's dangerous and sharp. So you better not to touch it.